Alright, let me make sure everything's working first. Working, so is that. Everything is working. I wasn't sure. I've had problems before. Alright. Time to head into the mines. Aww. Hello, two people in chat. Yeah, I figured that after that hurricane you could use a bit of entertainment, so I'm playing an MMO called Final Fantasy XIV. I've been playing it for almost a year, and I decided to start streaming it more. Let's get out my chocobo. make sure I'm headed for the... Yep, I'm headed for the right direction. I have no idea if my friend Omix is going to be joining us tonight. And there are some other things I'm hoping to do during this stream. Oh, I just remembered there is one thing I can do for the stream. It involves what's called a role quest. Since I am currently playing as a tank, I can actually finish that role quest because I'm level 80 now. God, this is good music. Oh, God, that sucks. Alright. Yeah, you are going to be way too close. Man, I heard that Hurricane Ian was going to be a nasty. And I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Okay, now that he's dead, he can't bother me. Oh, an instance quest. Alright. Well, I'm entering what's called an instance duty. That means that if I was in a party with others, I would have to leave the party because it's a solo thing.
Urianger?
Thou must needs carry on without me.
Oh.
The path to Nabatha Reng lieth open. Whilst thou travellest thither to the south, I would apprise Mistress Alize and the others of our progress. As circumstances permit, I will thereafter rejoin the hunt for the remaining Light Wardens.
What are you now?
Magnus, will the gate close immediately after the trolley passes through?
No, it will stay open until someone closes it manually. Built that way to prevent any untimely accidents.
Then you and the others can meet us in Nabatha Reng, after giving the Ilmorans the slip.
Urianger. Thank you for everything.
Remember, thou needst but have faith.
If you've finished with your goodbyes, I suggest you grab hold of something. Be a shame if you took a tumble. The tracks beyond the gate aren't in the best of shape, so the trolley can only go as far as Malik. Godspeed!
Man, that Talus just looks so excited. He's like, ooh boy, here I go, I get to push. I get to push the trolley!
Ah, that must be the gate.
But... Oh!
Well, so far so good.
Well, that explains that. I thought it just magically opened for the Talos. Oh no.
Wait, is that Ranjit?
Ah, son of a... Crafty old man. It's always something.
You're a stubborn old swine, aren't you?
One who has mastered Gukumots fears not the blackest pit or the fieriest hell. Your deeds in the east did not go unnoticed. Long have I lain in wait, and sure enough, you did not disappoint. Had you only sworn fealty to Lord Vorthry, you'd have no cause to skulk about like frightened animals. You will remain as you are, while I dispatch these villains.
No, I won't. I won't let you.
You forget to whom you speak. Who armed you, trained you, fought and killed 1,000 sin-eaters with you? And when you were inevitably cut down and lay lifeless in my arms, who sought out your successor to carry on the futile struggle again and again? We seek to bring peace to what is left of this shattered land, while these mad fools would only bring further chaos down upon us. Do not be deceived, child. Only by Lord Vorthry's hand will this dying world know a sliver of salvation.
BS.
I don't know about the world, but I never asked to be saved. However much it hurts, and however hard it gets. It's my life, and I want to live it on my own terms! And those mad fools you want me to abandon, the ones I've traveled with, fought with, and may one day die with, they feel the same. So no, I will not be deceived, no matter what you say. I refuse to believe it's all for nothing. They're everything to me. All I have, and all I need. And I would gladly do anything for them. Let us pass, or kill me. I'm not leaving here without them.
How dare you! Very well. If you would cast your lot with villains, then you shall share their fate.
Are you sure about that?
I heard what you said, and I'm sorry for all the things I've left unspoken. You have to go, now!
Thancred, no!
Go! Do what you came here to do. I'll not have you waste that newfound resolve on me. I leave her in your hands. Hurry! Not another step. Your fight is with me.
You think yourself a protector? Ha! As if a whelp like you could be a better father to her than me!
He didn't lock her up. Oh, it's that thing again. Oh, I get to play as fanfic. What? Oh.
Rend my foes and thwart their blows!
Still use hostage too.
not good.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Man, this is tense.
That you presume to be her protector? No quarter!
Go again. Again. That's tense.
You would have her suffer and die. I would spare her that fate.
That is not for you or anyone else to decide, ever again.
Like, Thancred's not the only one with the disappearing act. Sad music.
Not a single day goes by that I don't think about all that you have given me. Countless memories and moments I took for granted. Gods, you grew up so fast. But you had to, didn't you? For those you had lost. For those you could yet save. A world teetering on the very brink of oblivion, for which you gave your everything, without hesitation. Your kindness, your compassion, your love, then and now. One last time, with a little help. I'm so proud to have been a part of your life. Oh, Minfilia.
To bring out the chocobo. sweet. It gets to look into the past. And Miniphilia is also getting the echo.
Run for your lives! It's the flood! The flood!
Look! There's somebody up there! On top of the palace!
Miniphilia.
No! Stand back! We shall stay the flood.
But this is what I want! It's my sacrifice to make!
Your time has not yet come, when all hangs in the balance. You must give them hope.
Minphilia!
This place.
Ours is a meeting long overdue. Full glad am I that we may finally speak. My dear, sweet child. Yours is a burden none should ever be forced to bear. Such pain and suffering you have endured. Yet still you came. For this and more, I thank you.
I've lost count of the times I've almost given up. If people hadn't helped me every step of the way, I never would have made it.
Yet here you stand, resolved. Now, tell me your heart's desire.
To defeat the Sin Eaters, and bring this world back from the brink. The remaining Wardens have hidden themselves from us. But with the power of the Oracle, I thought we might be able to find them.
Indeed you could. Their radiance would be unmistakable. But know, my child, that the power you seek will come at a price. We stand now at the crossroads. A decision must be made. 'Tis only natural to be afraid, to hesitate. But for your many trials, you have grown stronger and wiser. And with the love and support of those you hold dear, you have grown to love yourself.
The flood has washed away so much of this world. So many people and places and possibilities. And all the heroes who fought to protect them. Yet here the Scions are, trying so hard to help those few of us who remain, and seeing how tirelessly they work, how completely committed they are to the cause. I can't help but believe. But I want to do more than just watch and cheer. I want to make a difference. I want to help them, like they helped me, and maybe even inspire others to do the same. Coming together, providing for one another. That's the only way forward I can see. Since all of our heroes are gone, we'll just have to make heroes of ourselves.
'Tis a beautiful, wonderful dream. One we share, though my power was all but spent in staying the flood. I prayed this final act would give hope to those who survived. That self-same hope lives on in you. It gives me comfort to know that the future is in capable hands. If ever you should falter, remember this. No one, however powerful, is immune to the whisperings of doubt and despair. Do not give in to them. But do not deny them either. Look instead to the light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
Thank you, Minfilia, for believing in us, for believing in me.
Aww, how sweet and wholesome.
Dearest friend, no words can express my gratitude to you for keeping her safe in these tumultuous times. You are a hero to us both. But not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. Only together may you change the fate of two worlds.
Ether current. Okay, I've got in all of the ether currents here. She's not blonde. You might want a mirror. Of course not. Alright, where are you, Thancred? Somehow it wasn't turned. There's dandelions growing out of it.
Ah, there you are. We were worried.
Really? He wasn't the one that nearly got himself killed. It's a good thing Urianger called on us when he did. You were at death's door when we found you.
But thanks to your timely ministrations, I was not obliged to walk through it.
Minfilia?
You saw her.
I know I haven't exactly been pulling my weight up till now, but that's all going to change, starting today. I'll do whatever it takes to make Minfilia's dream a reality. I can track the Light Wardens now, maybe even help you fight them.
I'm glad you're back.
Dad cred.
You don't have to say that, you know.
He wants to.
But I want to. Your family. How else would I feel?
She will need a name.
A name?
A name of her own. I would not have her walk in the shadow of another any longer.
But she's Minfilia.
And I think it a fitting tribute to our departed friend, too. At the mention of Minfilia, I would remember the woman who preserved our fellowship when all seemed lost.
Do you remember what you were called before you were taken to Yulmore?
I'm sorry, I don't. I couldn't have been very old when it happened.
Then we must think of a new name. Suggestions?
If the lady herself has no preference, I think the honor should rightly fall to Thancred. After all they have been through together, He's practically a father to her.
Well, a dad should be able to name his kid.
Well spotted. I'm so glad you're here to explain these things.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing.
What about Reen?
Reen.
Ah, blessing in Fae. Wait, doth this mean thou wert listening when I delivered my lectures on the Pixies?
Not exactly, but that one word made an impression. Of course, if it's not to your liking, I can think of something else.
Reen. Yes, I rather like the sound of it. Thank you.
Reen.
That settles it then. Welcome aboard, Reen.
Reen.
I won't let you down.
You're gonna Reen them. Okay, that I take that back. God, that was terrible. Absolutely disgusting. I just realized I should have done that in as a samurai. A fresh start. It's in the mines. Yep, that's what I thought. Yeah. By the way,
I thought I was joining yours, not sending you an invite.
By the way, just for that, I'm going to Reen you.
Oh, I can stop calling her Miniphilia?
No. She's still Miniphilia.
Also, can I just say, there's a minion of her. I've been hesitant to take it out around you to not spoil it.
Because it says dress up
Because
green or something.
It's wind up green and it's got the different hair color.
Yeah, her natural hair color and eyes. So I always thought that the hair color and eyes while she was Miniphilia was not her natural colors. Just because of how alien it looked.
The eyes definitely weren't natural.
Well, the hair was also unnaturally bright, if you know what I mean.
No, it's literally the same shade as old Minfilia's.
God, you can tell it's been a while if I can't even remember that.
She has the same hair color as old Minfilia, and she has the eyes of Minfilia when Minfilia is like the voice of the mother, like the vessel for Heidelin.
Yeah. Okay. Duty finder. Malika's well.
Oh, don't queue for it yet. Let me come to Goblin. Because I need to level up Machinist to progress my DPS role quest. Because the ranged physical one is party time with Hien and Yugiri. So, I really don't want to fuck with the physical one yet, because I have heard absolutely nothing good about the physical one, unless you really like Merlu, or you really like the Company of Heroes. If you dislike either, people say you'll kind of hate it.
Dome.
Or at least Dome.
I love how you immediately knew where I was in Shadowbringers when I made that stupid pun.
Well, who's the green on like, when he stopped the other day, it was like right before that. So.
Also, Ron Tejas is one hell of an old man. He just don't quit. Then he just fucking DBZ fuses with his dragon.
Oh, did you do the Fennekin thing yet?
I would have to, in order to even.
I always forget if you do the dungeon before or after that instance.
Well, you have to fight Ranjit before Miniphilia becomes Reed. I wonder how far down I can go. Oh, this is as far down as I can go. Damn.
But that's a really cool quest instance.
Yeah.
As
soon as Ignis,
it makes what's been going on with Bankers more tangible for you.
As soon as Ignis left, I was just like, I'm gonna. You first.
I wish they'd done something like that with Y'shtola, so you can like see the impact of like the ether sight or whatever, but they just haven't.
It might be that it could. I think the reason why might be it could be difficult to really implement that, so to speak.
Honestly, all they would really need to do is anytime it's like you will now play as Y'shtola, just put a color filter on everything and make it like visually like fucked up.
Yes, but if you recall, not literally everything has ether in it.
Also, I love how if you look up at the wall, it's like the big like crystal wall, you can see tipped over buildings in it.
Oh yeah, I know. I noticed that my first visit. Hi. By the way, look who my minion is.
And now that you've progressed far enough in the MSQ,
Well, that was fast.
I'm surprised I got her out in time.
Tell me about it. I was just like, okay,
Honestly,
he's gonna bring out
to...
Wind Up Reen. Hopefully this doesn't pop before that.
Just so you know, if a minion has spoilers in its name, appearance, or description, it's usually from a quest or from a dungeon drop. They won't make it tradable, so you can't like gift players as spoilers.
Yeah, I know. That sort of thing they won't let you gift. Things like the Morbol Seedland and such is fair game.
Although it was weird earlier today, I saw a thread discussing whether or not single pulling is like healer because it makes healers bored.
As we know, I do it in dungeons that I'm doing for the first time. Like since I've
honestly,
done.
If I see the tank say I expect it.
Yeah, because
I don't expect tanks to wall
until I've gone through a dungeon at least once. I do not pull more than one unless it's like literally the very next room. You know what I mean? Like I can visibly see what's in the next room.
I will say, I recommend against that mindset in Endwalker though. Endwalker with job AoE kits, the dungeons are designed where they give you as much as you can handle for big pulls. Shadowbring is too, but I think Endwalker does it better, where it's designed for you to give you everything you can handle in a single pull.
Okay, makes sense.
Like, I think this actually was just a double pull bit, and that was it.
Yeah, it might have done.
Yeah, the healer, like, politely wants you to pull at least a second pack.
Yeah, I can see that. If it's a pack, if I can see a second pack, I won't pull.
Like, it's like honestly, a good rule of thumb to this point in the game, go until you hit a second pack and then
I actually did that the other day, you know, when I was farming for the weapon cosmetic that I'm using right now. We did do that, and it was just a little too much for us when at the start of the dungeon. It's just like we tried.
Yeah. Especially for the white mage, the first pull can be a bit because the white mage will have their abilities.
I believe they were either white mage or astrology. I don't.
I think Malika's well is just like double full at a time.
Yeah, it's starting to look like that.
The 79 dungeon is definitely built around like, because there are physical like literal thing like wall enemies in the 79 dungeon where it's like you go up to that and then you kill everything at it because doing it slower is painful, actually.
Greater Armadillo. Yeah, I don't think that I'm not gonna bother using Dark Missionary. I don't think this enemy will use much magic. Yeah. If it looks like
the last boss fight.
Yeah. If it looks like something that might not use a lot of magic, I don't use Dark Mind or Dark Missionary because that's just a waste. me doing something else. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I thought, this guy is not the magic type. I better use Black Knight as backup.
You got 2 ads.
Thank you for telling me, I might not have noticed. Yeah, I'm used to ads that are pretty much, that more or less announced. What? Why am I dying?
Yeah. Got it.
Okay. Man, he moves around a lot. Not expecting it.
Dude, basically, when you use the right round, the introduction will stay away on the hill.
I figured that out. What I was doing was, yeah, I saw them this time.
You had to interrupt. That's probably what hurt you more. I interrupted one of them.
That might have been it. I mean, not surprising. I'm not going to notice it, considering I'm trying to use my AOE.
Back off, boss.
I was just a little too slow there. Yeah, I had this pattern figured out. Not too bad.
Bending pants.
Oh boy, some pants that won't give off the woo waifu look. I'm not letting you forget that you said that.
Didn't you say thanks for not saying that on screen? And I didn't say that on screen?
Well, the reason for that is because it's funnier in this matter because they don't have context. Speaking of no context, how did you like the contextless Shamir video I sent you last night? What?
You sent that after I had been watching a compilation of the Shag Cats
What the hell is the Sad Cat dance meme, by the way? It's the first I've heard of it. And yet there's at least one video that spans like a month ago.
I'm glad to get it animated jumping on TikTok thing, probably. Man, this is another double pull thing. It's like one of those packing here, right?
See if I can double pull.
Let's find out. The healer encourages it, so they're prepared for double pulling.
Okay, yeah, I can double pull, but should I test my luck with a triple?
If they come forth, I think they want to go all the way.
Oh,
I will pop tactician if you guys want to see that.
I think I know why the AoE is brighter. It's so players can see them better. But yeah, I see the the severe sad cat, and I'm like, I gotta see what the, I gotta send this to open. He's gonna friggin' look.
I finally pop overheat, and then you guys kill everything.
Well, yeah, we all planned it.
Time to get ready for a Baja mechanic.
A what?
This boss has a mechanic you will be seeing several times. Actually, no, we've already seen it. First Fantasy XIV.
Except we know the mechanic you're talking about.
You will very.
Please tell me it's not math.
It's not math.
Well, I'm sorry, what did you just do to my health?
Thanks, Buster.
I don't know why I fought.
Stay behind him. Get behind his torso and stay behind him.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It faces the tank buster. Oh, really? Twice? In a row? Man, I hate you.
I mean, it's your job to make the game do.
Fair enough.
I pressure to knock everyone back.
We stay on his back. Thanks, Buster.
You live in the top part. If the attack has a noticeably long path bar, like no effect, as soon as it gets to keep the tank.
Like that? I love how you say that right as his fist makes contact with my face. My presence is oh!
Other one. Never mind.
I love that. You're about to say other way, and then, what was it? What was it? Was it the summoner who's like, nope?
I do like how the other way is color. Once again, did you ever think that get a shout out from your husband's house?
If it doesn't have centimeters in it, it's not a shadow movement. That's just a fact.
Except for like one. And with the program.
I said shadow break. I didn't say post shadow break. Living Dead? I just saw the fucking timer on it.
You and Fatbringer got... Okay, these things are gonna start waking up. So this you can't double pull it. We almost got both of them.
Yeah.
Like before we built them. And now there's going to be 3.
Okay, they fully resist stun. Makes sense.
You ready for biblically accurate angels?
Oh, sweet! We get some Eldritch nonsense.
Yeah, that's the boss.
Oh, sweet! I can't wait to see which one it is. And hey, it's Gabriel.
Storage.
No, wait, it can't be Gabriel. It doesn't have eyes everywhere. So what do you put in storage? Biblically accurate angels. Biblically what? Open store. I did it again! Guess what I accidentally did?
Oh, I can see it.
I need that macro. I have activated Living Dead. There's 75% chance that I like, it's not even me doing...
Remember, you can hit it for uneven.
Well, that's true for literally most flying enemies. Or enemies in general, now that I think about it.
Corners. Okay, now the spikes are going to do it. Just follow me, okay? Over here.
As long as I'm in a thorn. As long as I'm in a thorn.
They go off in the order they spawn, so follow me. Or...
I didn't know.
You almost fucked out. I actually...
I mean, I landed right at a corner too. That's what frightens me. That wasn't even aimed.
Why? So I love when bosses do nothing.
012S Savage. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to remember what...
Now Dale's going to do in the order. wait for them to go off.
Because there's a delay.
Either one under the block now. One of those is no melee.
Yeah, nobody can get any flank bonus damage.
It's not even that. Melee LBs is single target, so it's just better against blocks.
True.
Corners.
I know.
I just realized the two of them have matching last names. They're almost definitely like a duo of some degree.
Okay. Not like I would know, considering how I do things for my stream to avoid any future people who might just want to be a jerk. You know what I mean?
Border. I need loops.
Minion. Yay!
You know what's even worse?
What?
I don't have that, so I rolled meat and you still got it.
I rolled a 17 on it is the worst part. That is the worst part about that. I got a 17. Cutscene.
Don't get me wrong, I'm glad those travelers made it all the way to Nabatha Reng. But when Urianger told me the Talos was in pieces, and the trolley didn't look much better, I couldn't help wondering what in the hell's had gone on. What indeed. At least the heart is in one piece. The rest is replaceable. Looking at this mess, though, it's a miracle they survived.
You can say that again. What the... Are you seeing this?
The sky. It...
At last, night has returned to Amareng. We'll save this broken world yet, Tesleen. You see if we don't.
No doubt retreating in the wake of the Warden's demise.
Back to Calusia, the last refuge of light.
Home to our dear Lord Vorfrey, who will no doubt do everything in his power to thwart us.
As well he should, for defeat there would spell the end for both him and his heavenly host. There the fate of this star shall be decided.
Mysterium. Oh, so it's similar to A Realm Reborn's MSQ. Or redone MSQ, I should say. Oh, hell yeah, I love that. This mender is named Axel. I feel very... You still there?
I'm checking on Discord and stuff.
There's a mender in the Crystarium named Axel.
Also, I just want to say, if they ever did a Kingdom Hearts crossover thing, I would force you to fucking do it. Just saying.
Why would you have to force me? That's something that I've always wanted. Again, I think they can bypass the Disney thing by using only, like, Organization 13. And, possibly the, Wayfarer trio.
Like, I'm honestly surprised they didn't do one to build up hype for Kingdom Hearts 3.
I blame Disney in part for that. Just because of how much of a grip Disney has on the balls of such things. Cutscene! I had the chance to say yes, mother, to your Stola.
Did you?
What kind of moron do you take me for? Of course I did.
Good.
Her response, none of that, Chico, I will take you across my knee.
Across my knee, yeah. I just love how you get to, they periodically let you sass your Stola. Also, somebody did the math. Can you guess how old your Stola is? Based on information we are given in game,
probably older than the Warrior of Light.
Well, that's up to the player's interpretation. But the estimation for how old your Stola is, because I don't think it's ever said anywhere.
Yes.
Is around 32.
Oh.
Based on time frames given with like her talking to other people and name escapes me.
Matoya?
Matoya, there we go.
How the hell do you forget that since that's the name that she goes by in Shadowbringers?
I'm not gonna lie, Master Matoya doesn't really show up a lot in Endwalker. Well, she does at one point, I think.
This is disappointing because I like her.
I do too. Like,
yeah.
There are two parts of LDMSQ where I completely understand why. Like, for instance, I'm gonna be upfront with you. If you like Hien and Yugiri, they do not work at all.
Yes, you've told me.
And it bugs me.
I lost my train of thought now. Oh yeah, I love how when trying to give Reen her new name, everyone just friggin' looks at Thancred. So it's like, well, this is like, it's just like, well, you are her dad.
You're my dad. Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Sometimes the dead would rather not be disturbed. But enough about me. What of Amarang? I see. Minfilia's gone, then. Which means the reason I must suffer this purgatory shall forever remain a mystery.
the matter? Are you all right?
I think I know what your part is to be, Ardbert.
Well, you might.
Why he was spared. Why he was spared.
What? What just happened?
Minfilia said my time had not yet come. That I still had a role to play. Not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. No, it couldn't be. There's only one hero in this room, and it is not me. I'm just a shadow, cursed to wander.
Forgive the intrusion, but Minfilia, that is, Reen, and the others were asking after you. Is everything all right? That pain again? And did it pass? Thank goodness for that. I would not wish to see you suffer.
Says the man whose arm is crystallized.
Though I know only too well how much you have suffered on our behalf in recent days. Indeed, I have no right to impose upon you further. Nevertheless, I must ask one thing of you. That you survive this, no matter what. When the dust settles, you must return to your world. For the battles to come, and the wars yet unwon. The final Light Warden is all that stands between us and victory. There is still much we must do to prepare. But for now, I will see if there is aught that may remedy the strange affliction which plagues you. Yes, I believe it will. Once the tyranny of light is ended, the people of the Crystarium will be safe, and the future that must be shall come to pass.
Tyranny of light. Xehanort intensifies.
Darkness within darkness.
I'll not keep you from your rest any longer. Take as much time as you like.
I know what he meant, but I just couldn't help but think of the Kingdom Hearts memes. Like how Xehanort is a Led Zeppelin fan talking about... what was the final world called again? Scala ad Kylum? Ah, here it is. Now that I'm level 80, I can finish the role quest for Tank. Let's see, where was that again? I believe it was in Ilveg. Specifically, Plot Any or whatever it was. Yep.
Are we going to Plot Any for?
Tank role quest.
Okay.
Yeah. If I'm going to choose one role quest to finish on stream, it'll be that one.
Well, the healer one's funny. Isn't Tank palling around with Edgebert McEdgerton?
No, it's the in the source he was called the Paladin of Darkness, I believe.
No, I mean the NPC you're hanging out with.
Oh, it's Granson.
Yeah, the dude who's a Dark Knight and everything but name.
Well, he does use a great sword, so. However, I cannot turn this in if I switch to Samurai.
Well, yeah.
That little advice you gave me will do nothing!
Do me a favor, look to your north.
You mean to my right? Yeah, I see you. And the point of that stupidity was...
What I've been doing while you were in that cutscene.
Okay, that's what I thought. This is probably going to be an instance duty. How much you want to bet?
I don't know.
I'm just waiting to just hear guitar, aggressive guitar music when I pass something.
Yeah, these things are too loud. But they probably won't aggro on their own. Unless you, I was about to say, unless you like physically go up and right up in their face. That's interesting. Peloton didn't proc on you because you're on a mount.
Oh. That makes sense. Yep, it's an instance duty. I see the light.
Blinded by the light. Alright, well, I'm gonna go back to my little shithole then. Give me a little blip when you need me.
Blip, blip, blip. No need, because he finds you. myself to help myself and Chris. Alright. Time to head back to the car. God, that was tense. Back to the Crystarium.
Male Zayla walked past me in a pink wedding dress. How's your day going?
Well, not as exciting as that, apparently. Welcome to Crystal. No idea what the fuck you're gonna find. MSQ. Especially since now that I've finished one of the role quests, I'll have... There shouldn't be anything blocking me from completing the MSQ, right?
Have you finished the role quest?
Yes, I just finished the tank role quest.
Then you should be good.
Okay. I couldn't remember if I had to complete at least one or more.
One is mandatory, the rest are not.
Okay. Okay, so I'll try to finish the DPS one as Samurai off stream. Armadillos are seldom caught without their rocks, which they use to defend themselves from enemies. As a large rock bespeaks strength and status, one may occasionally see bravado-bound beasts that unwisely choose something beyond their ability to lift. The level of self-awareness this game tends to have is just astounding. Cutscene. Hey Solus, I brought Mini Solus.
There you are. May I assume you've had your fill of rest? That is well. Now that we are all present, let us speak of our plan. Thus far, we have vanquished 4 Light Wardens, restoring night to much of Northrend. Only one remains, that of Calusia. And with Reen to guide us, I am certain we will find it.
We're so close now. If we can just take care of this one last Warden, we'll rob the Sin Eaters of their final foothold and drive them out of Northrend once and for all. It will be a new beginning for the First, a chance for the people to rebuild their world.
In short, a prize worth fighting for.
And in thus delivering the First from destruction, so too shall we unsow the seeds of the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Do you hear? Your dreamed of rejoining is in jeopardy. Are you sure you're not tempted to intervene?
You labor under the misapprehension that vanquishing the Sin Eaters is tantamount to saving the world. It is not. In truth, you only delay the inevitable, lengthening your fleeting lives by the smallest of margins. 'Twould be churlish of me to deny you this small concession, close as we've become. Foolish and misguided though you are not without charm.
If you're in love with us, just say it, Emmett.
Queue for 5 duties. 4 are my Wondrous Tales.
You got the one that wasn't your Wondrous Tales, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
You had a 4 out of 5 chance for that to not happen, and you got the 1.
Each and every one of you is possessed of a noble heart. When the weak want for succor, you do not hesitate to provide it. Alas, your nobility is short-sighted. You think only of the problem in front of your nose. A limitation of your ephemeral existence.
Our lives may seem short and insignificant to the likes of you, but one does not need to be an eternal being to achieve lasting change.
If I may stop you there, I do not claim that we Ascians are special. That is another misconception. In the beginning, everyone lived nigh for eternity. Such was the natural order of things. But like so much else, this was taken from you. You won't object if I borrow your plaything?
I love that. You won't object if I borrow your plaything.
In the distant past, when the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life. It began without warning. The very laws of the star were warped and broken, and chaos swiftly spread throughout the land. Faced with annihilation, we sought to imbue the star with its own will. Thus was Zodiac born, and by his power was order restored. Ere long, however, thankless fools began to fear that Zodiac's might was too great, and so they conjured another to keep him in check. Your own dear Hydaelyn.
And the two beings waged war until, with a single devastating blow, Hydaelyn unmade Zodiac, scattering his being across space and time. So you told us in the Katana Ravel.
Yes, yes. And there began our woes, with Hydaelyn's blow and all that it wrought. As a counterbalance to Zodiac, Hydaelyn was created with the power to enervate her foe. This singular ability strikes not at such banal things as flesh, but everything that defines the target, diluting its existence. For example, were she to strike you, two individuals, identical in appearance yet reduced in all respects, strength, intelligence, the soul itself, all is halved. Do you see? This self-same fate befell not only Zodiac, but the very star. Only 3 were fortunate enough to escape the sundering. Me being one of them. When I beheld the shattered remnants of our home, I knew deepest despair. The inhabitants of these 14 fragments were feeble, frail and foolish, oblivious to their imperfection, ignorant of their past. Malformed creatures thrashing blindly about. Pitiful, disturbing, depressing. So, we took it upon ourselves to rejoin the worlds. But in our eagerness and, I confess, our ignorance, we erred and made a useless void of the 13th. It was only afterwards that we discovered a connection twixt source and shard. A flow of energy that maintains elemental balance. And thus did we arrive at our time-honored modus operandi.
From a purely Asian standpoint, it could be said that what you seek to do is only logical. But that would be to ignore the immeasurable destruction wrought with each rejoining. You have murdered millions, and this we cannot condone.
By your fragmented existence, you continue to give rise to tragedies far crueler than any calamity. But yes, moral relativism and all that. Case in point, I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you. Oh, don't look at me like that. You for whom I have only the highest expectations. A vaunted hero of the Source, 7 times rejoined. Long have I awaited one who might brave a path of lesser tragedy. A resilient soul able to endure the necessary pain. I dare to hope that my wait is over. So, finish your task and slay the Light Warden. Make proof of your usefulness, and then we may speak again.
Forgive me, my lord, but this could not wait.
Speak freely, Captain.
Our informant in Colusia sends word of unusual activity in Yulmor. It appears their forces are entrenching themselves at key points throughout the city, making ready for an attack by all indications.
An intriguing use of resources. I rather doubt Lord Vorthry is concerned for the safety of his citizens.
You think he's harboring the Light Warden inside the city walls? Even if he does have some means of controlling the Sin Eaters, wouldn't that be a little risky?
Risky or not, if there is even a chance the Warden is hiding there, we will need to act fast. The longer we wait, the better prepared the Yulmorans will be.
Agreed. See to your preparations then and make for Colusia. God's willing, this hunt will be the last. Let us see it through to the end.
We should begin by assembling in Rite. There we may assess the situation in Yulmor and decide how best to proceed.
I need to complete all of Shadow. I need to complete Shadowbringers before I can do the level 80 quest I can get for Dark Knight, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought. Because I knew I had to do the role quest. Oh boy. Being attacked by invisibility. Alright, what next? A feast of lies.
Strange. Passing strange.
It's Soylent Green is made of people.
By their behavior, we may safely assume that they are under Vorthry's mind control. Yet the extent of the effect seemeth to vary dramatically between subjects. It is far too pronounced to be attributed simply to the vagaries of innate magical resistance.
Curiouser and curiouser. We met with no trouble en route. My thanks for securing the way. But given the state of the townsfolk, I see we were never in any danger of being recognized.
What can you tell us from here?
I sense a powerful eater in the uppermost reaches of the city. But there's something different about it. Its light is impure.
Vorthry's the Light Warden.
We need to get closer.
Oh, so that one's Alphino. Or unless you're triplets.
Hey!
Kaishir, what are you doing here?
While I was scouting the area, I noticed a suspicious figure skulking about, so I accosted him, only to have him call me Alphino. I thought it best to bring him along.
Did something like this happen once when they were at the academy, where a girl whispered something into LSA's ear, but we never learned what it was because Alphino just cuts her off?
You see, that informant who's been feeding secrets to the Crystarium, it's me. See, after you saved my life in Yulmore, I thought about going somewhere far away, but I couldn't just leave, not without paying you back. So I decided to stay here, keep an eye on things. And whenever I spotted something strange, I shared it with your friends.
That took no small amount of courage. Well done.
I assume you saw what happened here.
Right, so, an airship flew in a bit ago, and not long after, Vorfrey starts ranting and raving. You could hear him from all the way out here. Geezer was doing his nut, shouting and screaming like someone had nicked his pie.
Tis like the airship bore the soldiers sent to thwart our efforts in our meringue.
So, eventually the yelling dies down, and then this hot, sticky wind comes blowing through. Now that's when everyone went funny. No, everyone but me. Well, me and a couple of newcomers, though even they started mumbling about Vorfrey after a while. Not as bad as the rest, mind you.
Newcomers.
There's something I need Reen to see. This was among the townfolk's food stores.
Oh, that's just meal. You'll doles the stuff out.
No, it couldn't be.
It's Soylent Green, ain't it?
I know what it is. It's Sin Eater. Meal is made out of Sin Eater.
Called it. So meal is just some Soylent Green bullshit.
Were you making jokes about that like when you first saw it?
I was just so like,
So
it's
it
gonna
is.
be, just like, whatever this is, it's gonna be fucked up. And I was right, it is fucked up. Not in the direction I was thinking, it was the remains of people who just, you never saw the corpses ever again. I mean, I was on the right track, I was just at the wrong station.
In limited quantities, it may have little effect on an average individual. Yet if one were to consume it regularly, over a period of several years, I suspect it would do far, far more than merely nourish the body.
That Vorfrey wieldeth power over Sin Eaters is known. Could it be that those who partake of their flesh do thereby render themselves susceptible to his influence? It would serve to explain why the town's newer arrivals succumbed less quickly than those raised on a diet of meal.
He's been rounding up Sin Eaters and feeding them to people. Altering them mouthful by mouthful, all to stop them answering back. There are desperate souls out there killing themselves to escape turning. This is unforgivable. An atrocity.
These Sin Eaters. What if they are not simply rounded up?
Hey, did you ever see that episode of The Twilight Zone, How to Serve Man? Hello?
Focusing, because we've wiped this trial twice.
Oh.
A lot of people are
Do you
new.
remember what we were told when first we came to the city? Many enter, but none leave. Let us put an end to it. To this paradise built upon the bones of the poor. Vorfrey's deeds are beyond justification. Beyond forgiveness. Evil.
It's highly probable that the Light Warden is waiting for us somewhere in there. And I'm all for going after it. But our enemies know our faces. They know that we are coming, and they will not let us through without a fight. Like it or not, the time for stealth is past. Now, my friend, if you would be so good as to lead the charge.
I can feel it.
Wait, I did it wrong.
A dark presence in my domain. Ah! It's them! The villains who would sow chaos in my perfect paradise! Keep them away from me! I command you! Keep them away! Long live Lord Vor-3.
He would use his own people as shields.
This area is older than Gatetown. There are bound to be far more civilians under Vor-3's control. But they do not act of their own free will, and we must not harm them.
As if we ever would. Press on with Alpha now. We'll hold off the civilians and join you as soon as we can.
same button. Down to Jesters.
Hey, I got 4 combinations with the machinist.
Cutscene time. Ranjit. About time.
You will find my master in his chamber. But only should you kill me this day. And you will not. You may think me under his spell, but I uphold Lord Vorthry's ideals of my own volition. Man is an inherently flawed creature. In his vain pursuit of righteousness, he but sows the seeds of future conflict. Thus, have I chosen to place my hopes upon he who has transcended men, upon he who is unbound by the vagaries of conscience. But enough talk. I am a soldier, and you are my enemy. Come, let us settle this once and for all.
Man, I love Ranjit. He's just all business. Like, okay, we've talked enough. Now let's beat the shit out of each other.
Wake up in Ohio.
That's fair. He's using his favorite, Hot Pursuit.
running its way to the entire response. Close to the freaking marquee with the DJ name. I'm like, there's some of these DJ names. Yeah, DJ Moon kept They call me DJ Fish.
Well, I mean,
wait. DJ, Team Number Cody. More RPG about Fantasy. They call me DJ Fat Dick on account of the weight and my name being Richard. DJ Random Qualified Player. That's the most accurate one from what I've heard.
Can I just say that they do not lack for creativity?
But with the Spotify player, I'm hearing like, I don't really know but like people, a lot of people have said that a lot of these DJs just like stream on Spotify.
Isn't that a TOS violation? Isn't that technically a TOS violation? No. For Twitch, I mean.
I don't know.
Twitch's rules on that sort of thing are
weird.
Yeah.
But like
what? Like you get automatically banned for that, but then like someone else can do like the exact same shit and just not face any consequences whatsoever. So weird.
What happened? Did he kill you?
Yes! I'm like, what the fuck do they expect me to do?
Did you use second wind? I don't like that silence.
Tank!
Oh, right, Fuck you.
Fuck this! Jesus Christ! I have to do the whole thing all over again! I don't like these one-shot mechanics. I really don't.
It's them!
They make sense for things like for non-solo duties. They don't make sense for this shit.
Hey, look at the bright side.
What bright side?
You're not a fucking healer where you don't do jack shit for damage.
No, it's worse than that. I have to do it all over again. Interject if it's not going to stop it. Just remove those, they don't do anything. Yeah, which you're almost never going to use it. No, actually, I wouldn't. The ability is what it's supposed to do. It's one of the things that you will always have to use it during duties or never. Checkpointing it so that I only have to fight Ranjit again, not go through all this bullshit twice.
I'll break your funny bones. You think this is funny?
Right here, we're fighting the Jester. I had used Interject earlier when I saw one of them casting Fire Arts. Interject has no effect. And I couldn't stun her either. They're fully resistant to stun. So, why do I even have those buttons? They either will work, thus the long cooldowns, or they will never work.
If you use
I am tired.
Supposed to, they work every
That's
time.
the thing! I don't know what I can use it on anymore!
If the cast bar is blinking like orange and red, not just orange, then you can project.
And for stuns that never work?
I'm gonna be real, outside of ads, like cash pulls and dungeons, by this point, stun is, again, the bosses never works. Just no one expects.
Basically the only tools that I have that will assure me that I can actually stop something I don't have.
memory serves, this situation with quest instances, at least in Shadowbringers, it's way better in Endwalker. This is one where people have something recommended going to on DPS, because DPS has with these instances, because they have to do them on games, so they can get done with I will say, doing it as a healer is the worst.
Stun does. I have managed to stun bosses in dungeons before.
Yeah, but
why remove that in later expansions?
Because they didn't want people to only just stun them the minute the boss is stunned, to just stun them again. It's also like even trash packs starting with Shadowbringers, I believe, if not earlier, build up fire resistance. So like say for instance a white mage.
Except that your beginner doesn't cool down on except for the paladin's shield bash, there's a long cooldown for the stun actions.
White mage always if a white mage waits into a pile of trash packs, depending on how on their spell speed, it will be around like the 4th pull, around there. Everything in that pack will have stun resistance, and it won't affect anymore.
That's more of a that's more of that class problem than game problem. Just having enemies stun resistant from the get-go is stupid. Did you really fucking eat that? Jesus Christ, you're a mess.
Lord Vorthri! Your reign of tyranny is at an end! For too long you have preyed upon the desperation of the poor. Now you will answer for the suffering you have caused. And if you harbor even a shred of remorse, I beseech you to use your powers to redress the balance. For the future of all in Norvrant.
Well, it sounds like you beat it.
Yeah, after lowering it to very easy so I wouldn't have to spend 5 goddamn minutes with Ranji.
This is wrong. It's wrong.
If they could checkpoint people in Savage raids so they don't have to go through the whole fight again, why can't they just do that for instances? It shouldn't be that difficult, I assume. I don't know how they code checkpoints.
Oh no.
The Warden, it's not just a Sin Eater, it's a man.
They'd have to adjust the whole fight to give him like check.
No, I know. I mean,
health
if you fail in the fight against, like Ranjit, it checkpoints you just before the cutscene where you engage him.
Remorse? For the
well, I
future
think the reason
or...
it doesn't is I think it's a whole script.
What nonsense is
like
this?
An instanced variation of Yulmore, because you never see people running around doing it. I think that's part of why. Also, again, they do get better at checkpointing shit. Like there's some extended sequences in End Walker World where they say there will be several cutscenes and combat sections with checkpoints after each combat section.
I want to just address the stun issue. It's just like, fine, stun resistance, whatever. Don't make it, just make it so stun will actually have some effect. Like, if the enemy's going to use a one-shot move, at least allow interject to work.
There are usually only 2 times there's a one-shot. Either A, you can't interject it, or B, it's you have failed the mechanic kind of deal. Like in Rage on Savage. Like if we didn't kill Omega Savage.
No, I know what you're
talking.
I know about what I know what you're talking about there. But this was an instance duty, not a normal duty. So a one-shot mechanic that you can't interrupt doesn't make much sense.
I mean, it kind of does. You're spiritually on a timer to get past Ranjit.
Spiritually, there is literally a timer.
Well, if it was literal, the game would tell you.
All duties have a timer on them.
There is no justice but mine. No future but mine. No will but mine. It is preordained. I was born to deliver this wretched world. Me? Unseated? No. It's impossible. Inconceivable. Absurd. I am a great and wise king. Greatest and wisest. I reign from on high. I will not be brought low by maggots like you! Oh, yes. Of course. I can begin again. Rebuild my paradise. Once I finish my dinner.
Oh God, no. Stop him! Thancred, stop him!
What in the heavens?
Did Vorthri do that?
Wait! That is Mount Gulg, the highest peak in Calusia. It lies on the other side of a sheer cliff, and much as I wish it were otherwise, it is beyond our reach for now. But even if it weren't, there are people here who need our help.
Oh, Alphino.
Please, even if it's only to tend to their wounds. Thank you.
I don't know if it will work, but if Vorthri's hold over the people is rooted in light, I might be able to reverse its effects. Will you let me try?
Of course. We'd be grateful for any help you can provide.
Well then, if it's decided, let's all get to work.
I can finally touch the aetheryte. Put it in the stream here.